Thank you so much, Justine, for your fearless leadership that has made this fellowship such an incredible place for the last 20 years. As you saw from the incredible Shakespeare performances earlier in the night, TEAK teaches us to use our voices to be brave and to be bold, even more so when you're in circumstances out of your very own comfort zones. Isa Reyes is a perfect example of that.
Now it's recording, but you should just look at me, okay? So, what is your name, how old are you, and what grade are you in?
My name is Isabel Reyes. I'm 11 years old and I'm in 6th grade.
Not a lot of people have the opportunity to leave the environments they grow up in. To have a program like TEAK allow students like me to imagine themselves in a place larger than where they're used to. It allowed me to dream beyond what I'm used to seeing every day when I walk down my block. Just going to Riverdale, I was put into this environment where not many students look like me or have the same experience as me. Since the beginning of high school, me and my friend had been confused for each other. We were both Dominican, both kind of the same height, but as for everything else, totally different. One time in a class that my friend Natalia wasn't even in, one of my classmates called me her name and it got really quiet and I said, "Isa, my name's Isa." Then a couple of minutes later, my teacher called me Natalia as well. I had gone through the 4 years of high school trying to hide so many things about myself that at that point, it was kind of crushing to hold so much back. And so writing my senior speech gave me that opportunity to get out everything that I've been holding back. TEAK has always pushed me so many times out of my comfort zone. There were times where I was like, I really don't want to do this, but I know I should. And TEAK was really the support system for me.
I am very, very happy and honored to introduce Isa Reyes.
Entering Riverdale, I was shocked to notice how often I felt other and disconnected from my classmates because of my ethnic and socioeconomic background. I was afraid to reveal too much to peers and faculty members and tried my hardest to blend in. I bottled up a lot of my emotions and faced my struggles on my own because I considered reaching out for help to be a sign of weakness rather than that of strength. I started to realize that each individual is responsible for bettering the community and that my silence and passive awareness could not possibly better myself or the community at large. Before I felt denied of my right to tell my story. I allowed others to restrict my voice and thought only of the desires and needs of others rather than my own. But I have learned that it is my duty to share my story regardless of what others tell me. In this moment, I speak my truth and I own my words and say each of them with intention. A lot of classmates who I had barely even spoken to came up to me that day, telling me how it really moved them. It really made me feel like it was important for me to share my voice. Not that I didn't know that before, but just really push that message across for me. He told me that this is something that I can do and that I shouldn't have to hold myself back just because of fear. It made me want to explore who I am more and really push myself to share more about myself with others.
Good evening, everyone. Speaking after Justine, I don't know how that will happen, but I'll do my best. My name is Sylvia Morisaki, mother of Mina Morisaki, TEAK class of 2016. I came to the United States 38 years ago with just $20 in my pocket. Like many immigrants, and perhaps like some of you, I came to find the American dream, and in many ways I did. Mina, with the help of TEAK, accomplished my dream. She attended one of the city's top high schools and gained admission, thank you, to her #1 college choice, what more? Mina, please stand up. Thank you. She's currently in her sophomore year, taking classes with the goal of becoming a doctor. Unfortunately, I don't think that as a single mother raising 2 children, I could have helped her accomplish all of that by myself. Education has always been of the utmost importance to me and my family, so we were willing to make tremendous sacrifices and pray for miracles. TEAK is that miracle for our family. I still remember the time I first met my first miracle worker and a dear friend forever, Brooke Kinley. Brooke, please stand up. She's hiding. She mentioned her affiliation with the TEAK Fellowship. That same evening, I went home and Googled TEAK. I got goosebumps as I read about the program. Learning about TEAK at exactly the right time for Mina to apply felt like the miracle I had always been looking for. When she was accepted, I knew that finally we would have the support we needed to keep mine and Mina's educational dream on track. Our family could have never gotten to where we are today without TEAK. For parents with limited means, a great education is hard to achieve these days. TEAK navigates and guides all of us parents and students to the greatest education. And thank you, everyone, and thank you, Dan, forever, and thank you, Lynn, forever. And now it's time to give back. Thank you very much.
How did your family react to being accepted to TEAK?
My family was excited as well. That they were happy that I was the first one in the family to actually get accepted into a program like this, and they were looking forward that this program would help me get into a good high school and college.
Starting from the 7th grade, I never would have thought that the things that I have done, I think, from such a young age to now, could have come to fruition. I'm just so amazed at the opportunities I've been able to have. My family educational background is very minimal. My dad did not go to college, so for me, being able to go to a boarding school, for me to be able to go to college was also important for my family. My mom is in the Dominican Republic. Because the opportunities were very slim for my parents, my mother decided to move back where she knew that she could help support my family. My dad is a taxi driver in the city, so I ended up staying in the Bronx, in a small apartment in the Bronx. He was a friend, he was a father, he was a brother, he was everything that I could have needed at the house. So that truly was a good time.
Al ver que todos sus sueños se han hecho realidad y poder desear que ya él terminó una carrera, bueno, me sentí feliz, lloré.
Growing up, he always reminded me that the opportunities you can get in life can be achieved through the education opportunities that you have. I only saw, I think, the way to the next step and the next opportunity through achieving that small feat of graduating 8th grade, graduating high school, and then graduating 10.
Los sueños siempre se forman de una manera, esa voz del padre o la madre que lo ayude a uno a poder salir adelante, decirle, tú puedes.
With the authority vested in me, I confer upon you the degrees recommended by your faculty. Congratulations!
The opportunities that I've been granted as a TEAKster have really been one of a kind overall. It's so heartwarming to know that so many people have supported me throughout this battle, so many people have been able to help me grow and learn how to be a better person.
Que iba a comenzar dos vidas, el de comenzar a trabajar y el de ya ser un hombre que ya era mayor de edad.
TEAK actually was the one who connected me with the opportunity to be an investment banking analyst at Deutsche Bank. People saw in me what I sometimes hadn't seen in myself, and it was incredible, truly.
My father didn't have all the opportunities that I have now. and he wanted me to have a good education.
I'm not crying, it's allergy season. But I don't think it can be overemphasized how much of an impact TEAK has on the lives of its fellows. And like I said in the movie, it truly does inspire me and kind of keep my heart so warm to know that TEAK was the guiding force for me to go from Immaculate Conception School in the Bronx to the Taft School in Watertown, Connecticut, to the Huntsman Program in International Studies and Business at the University of Pennsylvania. And now I'm happy to say that, funny enough, similar to when I started the TEAK Fellowship, and as I got my first internship through TEAK at Deutsche Bank, I'm now a full-time analyst in the Global Consumer Group at Deutsche Bank again.
Good evening. I'm sorry I have to speak in Spanish for everybody, but sorry. My name is Rafael Fernandez. My son is Fernando Fernandez. My family with me, so everybody, I'll be happy to TEAK, to do it. Mi sueño hecho realidad. De ver graduado a él y que TEAK siempre nos ha apoyado a nosotros, a mi hijo y a mí, y a todas las personas que hemos pasado por TEAK, que es una familia para nosotros, y ver un hijo graduado, padre que somos pobres, es ver la gloria. Y le doy la gracia una y mil veces a TEAK por habernos dado a los padres que hemos pasado por allá, repito, y verlo graduado a él y a todos los que han pasado por allá. Thank you for everybody.
Well, thanks again. That wraps up our program this evening. We can't thank you enough for coming out and joining us. We hope you continue to remain involved. And for those of you new to us, we'll wait to hear from you sometime tomorrow. On your way, though, please, you'll notice in the center of the table, we thought we'd set a tone for a little bit about what we do. There are books. There are actually 10 books, and they were selected by staff as must-reads. And so please, there's one for everyone. Grab a book, grab a goodie bag, grab some dessert. Thanks again, and have a great evening.